Good morning, UMA. What an honor to see you all here today. How long have we waited, have you waited for this moment to be here surrounded by success? Wow, it's incredible. To all, you may be seated. It's an amazing day already, and we've just begun. Good morning, Ultimate Medical Academy. I am Julian Robinson, Vice Provost of Program and Academic Affairs. You see today UMA administration, board members, faculty, and staff. You'll also see here today UMA students and alumni, as well as their family and friends. We also have some special rows reserved here today with empty chairs in honor of our many graduates joining us virtually. To all, we welcome you, and to our fall 2018 graduates, we welcome you to your commencement ceremony. We want to thank our generous sponsors, Baker and Taylor Publisher Services, Paycom, Cengage Learning, Convene, MDT Marketing, and Southern New Hampshire University for sponsoring today's special event. We also thank the Ultimate Medical Academy Marketing, Education, Learner Services, and Career Services departments for their months of planning and preparation for commencement. We thank you. Today, we are celebrating the accomplishments of some 3,600 eligible graduates from this last season, from our Clearwater, former Tampa, and online campuses. Here in Tampa, we're joined by more than 800 graduates live, along with their family and friends, and thousands more watching via the internet. Among our graduates here today, we have those who have earned a 4.0 GPA and are wearing gold cords for recognition of graduating with high honors. Congratulations, high honor graduates. Please stand to be recognized. You may be seated. Also among our graduates, we have those who have graduated by earning a 3.5 GPA or higher and are graduating with honors, wearing silver cords today. Congratulations to our honor graduates. Please stand to be recognized. You may be seated. Our graduates today extend far beyond the Tampa Bay area. We have graduates from states including Utah, North Carolina, Tennessee, New York, and even as far away as Washington State. And while we celebrate today, here and at home with family and friends, graduates, I ask each of you to take a moment, at least one today, with yourself to quietly reflect on your journey to this accomplishment. The choices, the sacrifices, the long hours, studying, memorizing, problem solving, the questions, the answers, the frustration, the epiphanies, the relief, the joy, the learning, your grit. Today, honor yourself. Thank yourself and congratulate yourself for all of your positive decisions, your perseverance, and your commitment to your dreams and your future to build a better tomorrow for yourself, your family, and the patients that you will care for throughout your career in healthcare. Today marks the commencement of a new you. Congratulations. Next, we ask all active duty, retired military, and veterans who are here today as students, instructors, graduates, staff, family, friends, and guests to please stand and be recognized. We thank you all for your dedicated service. Now, please join me in welcoming Sonia Bryson as she sings the national anthem, as well as the Freedom High School Junior ROTC for the presentation of colors. All guests, please rise and remain standing for the invocation following the presentation of colors. Thank you.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, all the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in our gate for roof through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Invocation. Do it anyway. People are often unreasonable, irrational, and self-centered. Forgive them anyway. If you are kind, people may accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. If you are successful, you will win some unfaithful friends and some genuine enemies. Succeed anyway. If you are honest and sincere, people may deceive you. But be honest and sincere anyway. What you spend your years creating, others could destroy overnight. Create anyway. If you find serenity and happiness, some people could be jealous. Be happy anyway. The good you do today will often be forgotten. Do good anyway. Give the best you have, and it may never be enough. Give your best away anyway. Please be seated. We ask all graduates and guests to remain seated throughout the remainder of today's ceremony as we appropriately honor each graduate on her or his achievement. It is my honor to introduce our Dr. Jenna Sage, Dean of Online Programs.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Jenna Sage, Dean of Programs and Academic Affairs at Ultimate Medical Academy, and I am so honored to be here celebrating with all of you. I'm a firm believer that life takes you down the path that you are intended to travel. While the path may zig and zag, it may even go to places you never expected, ultimately, it brings you to your destiny. Each of you, when you began your journey with Ultimate Medical Academy, may have pictured yourself here, at the end of the path, at your goal, at commencement. Much the way Olympians, race car drivers, and professional athletes picture each move they have to make to win the gold or to cross the finish line, you may have pictured yourself sitting here, wearing your cap and gown, ready to embark on your healthcare career ambitions. Well, here you are. You've done it. What you may not have been able to envision are all of the twists and turns that the journey may have taken. You may not have known that as you embarked on your journey, you would have your admissions and financial assistance representatives supporting you. At each step, you may not have easily envisioned your instructors along the way, here helping you, guiding you, and supporting you. You may not have been able to see your new student and learner services advisors cheering you on the whole way. And you may have not have spotted your career services advisor there towards the end, the light at the end of the tunnel, ready to guide you towards your path, your ultimate goal, a career in the healthcare and human services field. Along that path, each of us at UMA, across all of your teams of dedicated faculty and staff, we were able to picture you here, in your cap and gown, surrounded by all of your family and friends, with pride and gratitude in your hearts. We could envision it because we know what you've been striving for, what you've been balancing between your life and your family and your education, the dream that you've envisioned for yourself, an education, a career that makes a difference in your life, in the life of your family, and in your community. You see, we all have our stories too. Each of us, behind all of those phone calls and those emails and those texts, I see you guys shaking your heads. Each of us reaching out to you, encouraging you, pushing you, challenging you, believing in you. We have all had our journeys down challenging paths and around difficult situations amidst demanding responsibilities. That's why all of us at Ultimate Medical Academy are so proud to be here with you along the way and here today. And no one is more proud, understanding, empathetic, and honored as our next speaker. When you turned the corner on your path toward graduation, you began working with your career services advisor. Many of you may have even worked directly with our speaker, but she exemplifies what it means to live our value of championing student outcomes. Mahatma Gandhi said, The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Miss Raquel Reyes, Career Services Training Manager, embodies this belief. Please help me in welcoming Miss Raquel Reyes.
Good morning, UMA graduates. Congratulations. My name is Raquel Reyes. I'm one of the lucky advisors who spent the past 2 years working with the UMA Career Services team. For those of you in attendance not familiar with career services, we assist our graduate in seeking employment opportunities once they leave our school. Due to the time I spent with our graduates each day, I am aware of how special it is today for you all. I'd be remiss not to tell you how special today is for me as well. As pastor, author, educator, and radio personality Charles Swindoll said, life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. You see, 2 years ago, I was in a trying place in my own life. I was struggling personally, professionally, romantically, also financially. Let's face it, I was failing both myself and my loved ones. I actually couldn't tell you how many nights I cried myself to sleep and then woke up the next morning to the numbness of it all. I was empty and void of purpose. Having pursued an education in psychology myself, and while working with local narcotic support groups, I prided myself on my communication skills. Being in a romantic relationship with a recovering addict at the time made me doubt all of those skills. I tried to make things work for both me and my partner, and I ran myself into the ground trying to solve very tough personal issues while pursuing a career path that I no longer felt that I had the energy or talent to pursue. You know, there's a thing people tell you when it feels like everything is falling apart, and that's control the things you can. When I remember this adage, I felt my professional struggle was something that I could control. So I got out and I pounded the pavement, and I'm sure you guys know a little bit about that. Searching for something that would fill a specific void and hoping that others would get filled by default. I was nervous, I was anxious, and I definitely had the sweatiest palms. All I needed, though, was to get hired, and I'm sure you guys know a little bit about that, too. Fortunately, I found UMA, but within my first couple months of work, the final bricks of my imaginary palace of a life fell apart. It was a make-or-break moment for me. Really, my fight-or-flight instinct was about to kick in, and I had two options. I was either going to run, or I was going to buckle down and change my life. That's when I met her. We'll call her Brenda. She was the first person who answered my outreach calls here as a career services advisor with UMA. Brenda doesn't know this, but the day she answered my call was the day that my life finally forever changed. Remember my struggles? Well, they were literally a walk in the park compared to Brenda's. She let me in, she shared her trials, her heartaches, her tribulations, shared the details of her life, the inner workings of her family. She told me how proud she was to be a graduate of UMA. She said, Miss Raquel, I cannot let my past predict my future. I can't let myself or my family down anymore. And suddenly on the other end of that phone, I wasn't hearing Brenda anymore. I heard myself. And I knew I couldn't let Brenda feel that same sense of failure. So we came up with a plan to control the things we could. And we started with her professional needs and committed ourselves to one another. She was definitely nervous, and I bet she was anxious. I think she probably had the sweatiest palms. But all she needed was to get hired. So we pounded the pavement. But it wasn't easy. Every day we tried something new. We researched various employer contacts, resources for new opportunities. We reviewed her resume to ensure it was targeted for the right job leads. Even rehearsed her interview techniques for full and complete confidence. I actually began to realize that Brenda didn't see me as a failure, and nor did I her. We started celebrating the small wins, we laughed about the losses, and we learned that our struggles were only as big as the energy that we were willing to put into them. Then one day, I got the call from Brenda that I'd been hoping for a long time. She said, Miss Raquel, he loved me. He hired me on the spot. I start my job on Monday. Brenda ended up being the first graduate that I would actually assist in her career journey through UMA. I think all of our hard work finally came at full circle when I got to yell out, hey, career services, guess what? I got Brenda on the line, she got the job and starts on Monday. That day, Brenda landed her job, and we both cried. I really couldn't tell who was more proud in that moment. You see, commencement truly is a special day for me as well. It's a reminder of how life-changing this whole experience is, and I'm thankful that my life's cup is finally full, and thanks to all of you, it really overflows. Graduates, I challenge you. Celebrate your small wins, laugh through your losses, and let us help you focus on the things you can control. Because at UMA, it's one team and one goal. At UMA, we work as one. Again and always, congratulations. You did it. Now it is my distinct pleasure to introduce Shantae Nelson. She's a graduate of the UMA Online Health and Human Services program. My story actually comes full circle again in being able to introduce Shantae. When I started at UMA, I was actually on the pilot program for Health and Human Services graduates. Shantae, thank you for joining us and sharing your UMA story.
No nerves. Good morning, UMA graduates, and congratulations to you all. My name is Shantae Nelson, and I'm happy to represent the UMA Online Health and Human Services Associate's Degree Program. Welcome to all in attendance, and special shout out to my family and friends watching from my home state of Atlanta. I was inspired to attend Ultimate Medical Academy because I wanted more for myself and my family. Although I had a decent job with decent benefits, I knew I needed more. And I knew a degree would open more doors for myself and for my family. I had never attended school online, and I was nervous. Plus, everything that could happen happened while attending school. I moved, I changed jobs, and my car was repossessed. I had my church and my best friend help me to overcome all the things that I was going through at that time, and I made it through. It wasn't just about getting the degree, it was about wanting to help others. I myself personally, I know what hard times looks like. Been there, done that. The Health and Human Services Department at UMA prepared me to be an advocate, to go out and help others in my community. My UMA advisors, they really showed me how much they cared about me and my dreams. They believed in me. Everyone was great, especially my human growth and development instructor, Cavell Green, and my learner services advisor, Ms. Ariel Breedlove. They both worked with me. They kept me inspired, encouraged, and motivated. I fell behind at UMA and had to repeat a class when I was only 8 weeks away from graduation. This set me back. I wanted to quit. I wanted to throw it all away. But I had to remember why I started in the first place and who was watching. Cavell and Ariel, they called me, they texted me. They would even take my calls and texts as late as 10 p.m. at night. I am grateful. I can't thank them enough. Thank you so much, guys. I give all the faculty and staff at UMA a round of applause. The UMA staff went above and beyond to help me succeed. This is why I am here today. It was a very special moment for me when I made the UMA's dean list, not just once, but twice. That was huge for me because I remember in high school when I almost dropped out. I struggled. I had a child at 19. That was my first child, but since then, she is now 24, and she has earned her master's degree in education. So today I stand here, and I'm happy that I get to earn my degree as well. And as a result, things are looking up, I'm moving forward, and I challenge you all, keep pushing, never give up, no matter how hard it gets, no matter how tired you get, no matter how frustrated you get. Keep pushing, keep moving, communicate. Don't be prideful, ask for help. Allow people in your space to develop you and grow you. It's worth it. To all the graduates today, I look forward to seeing you guys out there in the field. I look forward to seeing you guys on the other side as you further your careers and your education. Please keep in touch. Reach out to me online. Let's talk. Let's get together. Let's grow. Let's be loved. Thank you, guys.
Good morning. My name is Fidel Johnson, and I'm the Senior Learner Services Advisor here at Ultimate Medical Clearwater. Today, I'm here to introduce Reina Bell, who is our Patient Care Technician and Medical Assistant degree student here at Ultimate Medical Academy. Reina Bell is a testament here at Ultimate Medical and shows a lot of leadership and skills. And for that, Reina, we welcome you.
Can you hear me? Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Reina Bell. I'm a proud graduate of the Ultimate Medical Academy, Clearwater campus, and the Patient Care Technician Diploma Degree Program. I also graduated from the UMA Medical Assistant Diploma Degree Program in 2015. Woohoo! I'm so excited to stand in front of you here today and to see my future in healthcare so much closer in front of me than ever before. At UMA, I truly got my feet wet. I had a good stepping stone at UMA. I had the opportunity to try patient care in a setting where I could actually make a mistake and gain so much from it. I learned how to give injections, take blood pressures, draw blood. It made me prepared and confident to take on a role in a patient care setting, as many of you are going to be doing the same thing. I especially remember strengthening my skills in the UMA Medical Assistant Program, and after I completed the program as a UMA ambassador, handing out all that wonderful pizza that we all ate. And as an ambassador, sharing best practices with current UMA students showed that I knew what I was going to be doing for the future and that I had truly loved it. And even now in nursing school, I'm showing classmates how to do things that I learned here at UMA, which is exciting. I'm so fortunate to have had UMA as a foundation. In 2017, I started the UMA Patient Care Technician Program, and I wanted to set a path for work in a hospital setting. I thought that perhaps as a hospital employee, I could get coverage for costs to further my medical education after UMA graduation. I'm a single mom of 4 children, and while nurturing their education, I found that I had a knack for getting scholarships, for communicating, and doing a lot of collaborating and so forth to help cover their tuition costs. And now it's time for me to jump out there and to grab a hold of everything and really do a lot of things, to take a big bite, if you would. Their needs were put first for the past 21 years. I spent all my time with my children, and now I can really focus on me. That's my goal right in front of me right today as we speak. We should all have an opportunity to take a bright future, to have a bright future. My father and my family was in pulmonary medicine, which inspired me and had a significant impact on the industry through his publications on the subject, and my mother was a registered nurse. Sorry. I knew from them that the healthcare industry was a stable one to be in, and in the past, I've had jobs in sales, collections, and numerous other non-medical disciplines. And I experienced businesses closing and jobs going away due to redundancy, as many of you probably experienced. The medical industry will always be there for me, and there are so many different career pathways. I'm interested in specializing in geriatrics or OBGYN, pediatrics. However, I am most passionate about medical research for cures within the mental health field. I've had friends and family members that have struggled with mental illness, so I've seen it on a firsthand basis. I saw how horribly it can impact an otherwise intelligent and good-hearted individual, and how it can truly take a person's life and future and throw it away, take it away from them. It would be great for there to be new non-pharmaceutical measurements for the inducements to actually find a cure for wellness. In other words, pharmaceuticals are not necessarily the only answer for patient needs. There can be complementary solutions, and these can depend on how willing a practitioner is to tailor care for each individual patient. In my medical assistant clinical externship, I saw how chiropractic care, proper diet, and even the smallest thing, like using a different pillow, could influence the type of medication or prescription amount that was required by a patient to reduce pain. And I also watched a female patient gain enhanced wellness through electrical stimulation of muscles, routine exercise, and a diet free of junk food that most people love that we have to not eat anymore. But in the externship for my patient care technician program, I saw how physical therapy in a nursing home setting was critical, very critical, in addition to required medication. Just getting folks out of bed and moving makes a difference. All the ADLs and everything else that patients need to do, and the efficacy of medications. Patient care is more than just prescriptions, and I'm glad to have gained this understanding. I will carry it throughout my career in the future. And I am so highly determined to achieve my goals and influence patient care in every aspect that I work in. And I can proudly announce that I was accepted to, and now actually attend, the Registered Nursing Program, the RN program. I'm at Jersey College at Largo Medical Center, and I start on September 4th, my son Gabriel Bell's birthday. And I next plan to pursue my bachelor's degree in nursing and then attain a Master of Science in nursing to become a nurse practitioner, or Master of Science and physician assistant to serve on a physician team. And the staff and all my classmates at UMA, as I'm sure you can gather, are a big part of what propelled me forward. I thank the phenomenal staff at the Clearwater campus so wholeheartedly. Corey Shapiro for finding a blood pressure cuff when I needed it for an externship. Instructor Donald Tharp for promoting me to always practice my skills. Instructor Shalina MacArthur for being the right amount of tough. And to Fidel Johnson for the resources that made UMA feel like a big family. He was always there handing out donuts and pizza with a big smile on his face. I can clearly see my future in front of me. And my education started right here today at UMA, just like all the rest of you. And no matter how far you see your future in healthcare stretching, always remember the dream that you started with. Always remember it's right in front of you, and no one can take it away, and no one can ever do anything as long as you have it in your heart and you follow every step, with your heart. You're already on your way. I want to wish congratulations to all the UMA graduates, and special thanks to my children for compelling me. And congratulations.
Good morning, UMA graduates, families, and friends. I'm Derek Apanovich, President of Ultimate Medical Academy. Congratulations to you all on completing your UMA programs and launching your careers in healthcare. On behalf of everyone at UMA, we are all proud of your accomplishments and honored to celebrate with you at today's commencement. Thank you, Raquel, Shantae, and Reina, for sharing your stories and accomplishments. You make us all proud. We know you will do well as you continue to help others and advance in your careers. Now it is my pleasure to introduce our distinguished commencement speaker, Jayne Swift, Executive Chair at Ultimate Medical Academy and former Governor of Massachusetts. Jayne is an accomplished leader in both the public and private sectors and a recognized national voice on education policy and women's leadership. Born in North Adams, Massachusetts, she received a bachelor's degree in American Studies from Trinity College and holds several honorary degrees for her work. Jayne's career as an elected official began in 1991 at the young age of 25. She was the youngest woman ever elected to the Massachusetts State Senate. She quickly became the youngest woman in Massachusetts Senate history to hold a leadership position, rising to Assistant Minority Leader. Governor Paul Cellucci appointed Jayne as Director of the Office of Consumer Affairs and Business Regulation in 1997. She was elected Lieutenant Governor in 1998 and became governor on April 10, 2001, when Governor Cellucci resigned to become the U.S. Ambassador to Canada. After her public service career, Jayne provided expert advice and guidance to several early-stage education companies. From 2011 to 2017, she was CEO of Middlebury Interactive Languages at Middlebury College. Jayne also served for a decade as a distinguished visiting lecturer in leadership studies at Williams College. Since becoming executive chair of UMA earlier this year, Jayne set two goals. First, to build eminence for UMA in the higher education sector, and second, to better define UMA as a preferred employer in Tampa Bay through outreach to community influencers and stakeholders. Since then, Jayne has met personally with dozens of community leaders, bringing UMA into discussions with CEOs of hospitals, healthcare companies, educational institutions, government officials, and the news media. We know she will continue to build relationships and amplify UMA's mission to the benefit of our faculty and staff, and ultimately, students like you and alumni across the country. I'm confident we will all benefit from her words of wisdom today on taking time to celebrate, reflect, and dream. Please join me in welcoming Governor Jayne Swift.
Thank you very much, President Apanovich, to the faculty and staff, to my fellow board members, to your families, and most importantly, to the graduates here today. Thank you so much for welcoming me here as your graduation speaker. I promise, very briefly, on your special day, I have given a number of graduation speeches, and I've learned that while there's always a great desire to land a graduation speaker at commencements, that desire to have a speaker is only exceeded by the hope that that person will keep their remarks brief. Graduation is one of those days when you're encouraged to celebrate, as you should, to reflect, and as Derek said, to dream. Now, having been part earlier today of the blue carpet welcome and having been there at earlier graduations, I think we can all agree you've got the celebration thing nailed? All right, so I'm not going to spend much time talking to you about that. And that would make it too long, and I'd interrupt the future celebrations that I know you and your family have planned for later. So I'm going to spend just a few minutes talking about the reflecting and dreaming and around how I hope those might contribute to future success. So let's start with a little bit of reflection. Success, I think, in life and in most lines of work, whether that's in the healthcare field, where all of you are looking to make your mark, or in the world of politics, where I spent the first 15 years of my professional life, in the world of education, leadership, and of business, where I spend most of my time today, each of those lines of work really require three areas of competence in order to be successful. One is you need to take time to learn specific skills. Then secondly, you need to be able to use those skills in a work setting. And then lastly, you need what has become really almost a buzzword today, which is the soft skills that will make you successful in your chosen career. Now, regarding the learning of specific skills, this is why I am so proud to represent UMA, because I know that our curriculum and our courses deliver those healthcare specific skills in effective, workable chunks to adult learners. Your commencement today, the celebration here, is really all about your success in mastering those specific skills that you need for your degree and the competencies that you've achieved for your career in healthcare. And what makes UMA, I think, so special, and I hope you agree, is our commitment to ongoing skill retention and development. So if you didn't already know, please know that as a graduate, you'll continue to have access to learning resources that will help you to maintain and sharpen skills that will help you to be a great medical assistant or pharmacy tech or medical billing and coding specialist or whatever medical healthcare dream you've conquered today and you have for the future. You have the specific skills and ability and the ability to build on them. But as I've said, you also have to have not just those skills and the ability to keep them current, but also you need to know how to use them in your career. Many of you created a required externship, and it was there that you figured out how to use the tools of your trade. As some of you know who recognize me, although I'm a little more dressed up than I am usually when I come out to the Clearwater campus, I spend a little bit of my time every month out at that campus. And in those clinical programs, the tools of the trade are used daily. It's a little challenging for me because my lifelong distaste and fear of visiting the dentist have been sorely, pun intended, tested during the many times I've toured their dental lab. Even if you've already worked in healthcare before entering and embarking on your studies at UMA, you'll also soon realize that the tools of your trade, or in any profession really, are changing rapidly. One of the real challenges in our innovation economy is that new ways of doing work are constantly changing, and that can be a really scary reality. But again, UMA prides itself on being here to help. We should be one of the resources you turn to when change inevitably happens in your workplace. Call us, reach out to us. We're a great resource for figuring out how to refresh your skills when innovation occurs in the workplace where you are headed. The place, however, where I think, and you've already heard this morning, that UMA really stands out from other adult higher education providers is in our commitment to helping with those soft skill challenges. Mastering soft skills is definitely a big buzzword these days. And while many schools and many learning organizations claim to provide support for learning soft skills, I've seen and you've heard how firsthand UMA delivers on that promise. From our coaching sessions pre-interview for jobs that Raquel talked about experiencing and that I've watched happen online, to our simulated work modules showing you possible scenarios that you might face for the first time and helping you to find different approaches, we know that practice does make better. I hope that all of you have felt that commitment. But for the final part of my speech, I want to talk a little bit about my personal story and some advice from my personal and professional journey that I hope might improve and encourage you as you embark on a new phase of your life and of your career. Research on our students and looking around today and at your family members tells me that a good number of you are, like me, working mothers. And many of you also likely share the reality that I have of not being born into wealth or privilege. One of my biggest challenges, to be very honest with you, even today, even after Derek's really nice introduction, which was pretty awesome, one of my biggest challenges is confidence. It's feeling like I belong in a leadership role that's always been held by men or always been held by people of privilege. I still walk into rooms and have that feeling of insecurity in my stomach. I was yesterday, before our board meeting, doing a panel that I didn't feel all that prepared for because I had a lot of family challenges this past month. And as I was feeling that, I was lucky enough to hear one of your fellow graduates, Adriana, from the Clearwater campus, who I hope is here today, talking about how UMA, on a day she felt like not getting out of bed, not showing up to take her final exams, and just hiding under the covers, and just not going and finishing. And I thought to myself, I bet Adrienne doesn't know I feel like that too. But what's been really interesting to me in the last few years is my daughters. I have 3 daughters. They're all teenagers. I told them to watch today, and then I realized I hope they're not because I stole their Kylie lipstick, and they will totally know I'm wearing it. But I have 3 daughters. My oldest is 20, and my twins are 17. What's been really interesting to me as they've grown is that they see me as this hugely confident and at times intimidatingly successful person. That's led me to an insight and a discovery that I hope might be useful to you as you go out and conquer new challenges and take on new professional roles. Your children, your nieces, your nephews, see you as who you've become, not your struggle to get where you are. And similarly, your new colleagues, when you start your new job, when you walk into that new office, will see the person with the knowledge and the ability to use the tools that you've gained at UMA. Like your children, who blessedly see you as what you've become, others will see you with this degree, which I promise you're going to get soon, and perceive you as a competent and successful new colleague when you confidently march into that new setting. But what about the fact that I just said I still have those butterflies, right? What about that confidence dilemma that I still face? Well, when Adriana was confidently presenting yesterday, we saw her. She showed up. And as you see me here today, you don't see the multiple times last week when I was sitting behind the wheel of my car, near tears, convinced that all of the many challenges that my family was needing from me couldn't possibly allow me to get on a plane and come back to work this week. You see the Kylie lipstick, which I hope my daughters are not seeing, and the person, the former governor, presenting to you a speech about how I hope you will march forward and tackle the next challenge in your life. Whatever confidence dilemma you may have had in your past, and whatever confidence dilemma you will have, it no longer shows with your healthcare education because you are embarking on a healthcare career. If you failed a test or struggled to master a concept, there is no visible tattoo to alert the masses to your struggle. You have succeeded, and whether you feel it every day, it's provided you, and it should provide you with the confidence in your stride from the knowledge you now possess. Your family, your children, and your friends will see, even on the days you don't, the confidence you developed, and I know you'll build on it. Every success brings renewed conviction in the ability that you have, and your children will see that. Your learner services advisors saw that probably before you did, and your employers will reward you for it. And let's face it, there still will be some days you won't feel it. As I've already said, I don't. So how do you get beyond those days? Well, candidly, the same way you got here today. First, practice. I learned it playing sports. I saw it in Technicolor when I was the governor on 9/11. There's a lot to be said about the saying, Practice makes perfect, but I don't believe in perfect, so I say practice makes better. The more you practice, the more you anticipate, the better you'll be in whatever you do, and UMA will be here to help. Secondly, experience. Your ability to complete your programs online and at Clearwater on time, being here today, is a confidence builder. Have confidence in what you've already achieved and the experiences that you have been through to get here. They may not be a tattoo on your forehead, but they've definitely made you stronger. And some days, as Adriana and I know, you just have to show up. Use whatever support system you've built to get here, and I hope UMA and all of us are a part of it. Pull the covers off from over your head and get out of bed. And if there's a day you just don't master that and just don't do it, don't let that day define you. Get out of bed the next day. Remember, be the person that your children see. Today at Commencement, all of us see you as successful. I hope you'll embrace that. I hope you'll own that. And I hope that you'll build on that. Your success through earned hard work will change your future. It will change how others perceive you. I know, because I've seen how others now respond to me as a former governor and a leader instead of as a B student from a working class family and a mom who's occasionally just getting through the day. And it will be an enormous gift to your children and extended families as you set that example, because it already is. A survey conducted a few years ago by Merrill Lynch asked people, what is the most important thing that we pass on to the next generation? And the number one answer at 74% was values and life lessons. The answer that was offered that you could have chosen of financial assets and real estate came in dead last. Make no mistake, what you are doing today is an important life lesson and an expression of your values. By working hard, by overcoming obstacles, by completing your education with UMA, you've set a course for great achievement, and you're creating a legacy of success for future generations and a powerful example of success to the communities where you live. This is especially true for those of you who are first in your families to pursue higher education. It will open more doors than you can imagine. It certainly did for me. I thank my parents for instilling in me the importance of getting a good education. My husband and I have tried to do the same for our girls, and I know you all are doing the same for your children. You're setting an example. You've shown that through hard work and determination, anything is possible. And you'll continue to show how you can thrive in a career in healthcare and make a difference in people's life. Everyone here at UMA is proud of you. We thank you for what you've done for yourselves, what you will do for your families, your communities, and the country. We congratulate you, and now go dream big.
And now, the presentation of all of our graduates. Kimberly S. Dawkins, Kathleen Shu, Carmen Castillo, Ginger Hughes, Rakaya Barnes, Misty Regenbaugh, Sharon Gunter, Carla Griffey, Ann Viola, Khadijah D. Brown, Trenda Estrada Collado, Alexia Carter, Selena Sultan, Cheryl Waters, Matika Pierce, Robert Williams, David Coulter, D'Angela Prater, Amber and M. Acosta, Robert Williams, Nikitha Booth, Shanika Mitchell, Tammy Johnson, Lostine Johnson, Valerie Herring, Teresa Israel, Anna M. Duger, Robin McLean, Lucy Kuhn, Yvette Lavelle, Zoraida Calderon, Kyla Plant, Leilani Shaw, Malika Presley, Anthony Mateus, Natasha Ward, Nina M. Knight, Fraila R. Reyes, Emily DeLeo, Sabrina R. Price, Grace Zovrell, Leanna Davison, Maria Suarez, Jennifer Brooker, Danya Harvey, Shantae Evans, Patricia McComber, De'Erica Perkins, Jeremy L. Fielder, Rashami Codwell, Kalina Nick Lowe, Oeli Harris, Holly Harris, Patricia A. Thompson, Carlita Jackson, Lisa Smith, Daisy Van Wy, Tamika Mays, Tiffany Bertram, Laura Cintron, Martine Georges Powell, Jawanwin A. Nash, Maria Egaralo, Shirley R. Robinson, Aaliyah Teal, Lakeisha Goodwin, Nicole Headley, Jasmine Penson, Cheryl Vandell, Nancy Ferrero, Harriet Bevel, Shirley Monday, Kimberly S. Williams, Raquel Hurst, Ashley Tovella, Kalenda Lattimore, Shalanda S. Walden, Stephanie F. Boykin, Rebecca L. Williamson, Denise Johnson Cole, Dontrea Washington, LaCheryl Scurry, Shania Hall, Tiffany Rogers, Tasha L. Woods, Agreta A. Bari, Piranja E. King, Barbara Ortega Gaston, Megan Howard, Ella Franklin, Arvia O. Wallace, Jacqueline L. Soto, Shanticia M. Tyler, Emma Martin, Yanis N. Parker, Khadidra Elsko, Takira Brumfield, Patricia White, Dorothy Lynn, Isaac Poor, Carrie Jo M. Knight, Maya Avery, Christine C. Neal, LaShante A. Feeney, Angelica Hasty, Heather Cohn, Jenna M. Nutt, Joseph Dunlap, Brittany A. Dennis, Carrington L. Thomas, Cheyenne Hodges, Lakevia Patriot, Kayla Deaton, Clarissa Robinson, Octavia McDougall, Raquel Stringfield, Maria S. C. Solis, Raquel Opert, Maria Grace, Ma Martinez, Bridget Royal, Jessica Padilla, Michael Kalis, Marvin Carswell, Natasha Clyland, Monica Hill, Samantha Washington, Margaret High, Mia Goldsboro, Tierra Spears, Tyra S. Smith, Arigabaka Keita, Susan Morez, Jacqueline Boot, Nicole Jackson, Candace Dukin, Don McKay, Miosha Mitchell, Jeremy Spivey, Renika L. Brown, Janet Green, Melissa Lane, Christy Veron, Erica Lockhart, Crystal Sweeney, Heather Tino, Tanya Chambers, Janita Rogers, Viviana Lindo, Myosha Brooks, Linda Cummings, Teresa D. Harris, Natalie Mason, Shaniqua Donaldson, Teresa Tasley, Jennifer Steen, Christina Lindo. Crystal Dixon, Yvette Stoudemire, Brittany Woodard, Lanicia Razor, Ashley Platt, Latara Coleman, Brandy Hamilton, Latoya Babel, Iris D. Edwards, LaRaven L. Walker, Lisa Ivy, Mary C. Moss, Christopher Randall, Brandon Mann, Jada Jones, Carmen Cruz, Valerie Kelly, Chanel Hunt, Cheyenne Carroll, Christina Beaver, Jocelyn D. Simpson, Jaquana Moore, Kiera D. Thompson, Susanna Zamaripa, Kayleen W. Dyer, Christina A. Overt, Dorrance M. Robinson, Brianna Alzona, Shelby N. Maynard, Raven S. Long, Latanya Rawls, Anthony Rawls, Cadence M. Davis, Jenny Pirro, Lola Johnson, Shandy Walker, Chantoriel Brown, Rosalind Williams, Asia M. Edwards, Wanda L. Lewis, Jamela Looper, Tori Shine,
Gloria Brooks, Stacy Houston, Lakeisha Actinson, Emma Floyd, Daisy Dominguez, Dion Beard, Marquita Smith, Beverly Paul, Marguerite Rose Slaughter, Shantae P. Chavers, Tina Page, Anita Fisher, Janelle Sharp, Eldrick Harrison, Erica Dobson, Cynthia McDonald, Ashley Cooper. Tracy Briscoe. Rebecca Vallandingham. Dakery Parrish. Cheryl Moreland. Marjorie Rudisil. Jabrina Moore. Mary Moore. Natasha Buendia. Brandy Hale. Chanel Walker. Shakira Rodriguez. Lisa Horger. Sarah Littleton. Cheryl Watson. Tanetta Brooks. Stacy Newcomb. Aisha Collins. Talisha Walker. Tiwana Glenn. Tamikia Hall. Sikara Burns. Jermaine Kuntz. Becky O'Hara. Cynthia Harris. Amanda Barnier. Brian Ross. Patricia Riddall. Martika Stokes Davis. Ciamara Vargas. Lilibeth Rosado. Jovel Smithen. Angela Warner. Takeda Hunter. Mary Edie. Catherine Adams. Crystal Powell. Gabrielle Dorsey. Quinshonda Brooks. Tiara Fraley. Stephanie Scott. Marquita Johnson. Nikki Howard. Petronia Jones. Tantanisha White. Alfonso Brooks. James Gay. Lucero Pensa Cruz. Samantha Jackson. Esmeralda Shunta. That's not. Hope Phillips. Shanta Mavens. Aaliyah Thompson. Whitney Booker. Valerie Robinson. Yesenia Flores. Latanja Wilson. Selena Rencher. Tiffany Aiken. Melissa Zwankowski. Jamie Rebecca LeBlanc. Christina Malden. Ashton Douglas. Tammy Farrell. Roshiba Redding. Devin Hall. Danielle Smith. Jacqueline Leon. Aisha Kadir. Robert Champ. Wayne Hobson. Abdullahi Adumu. Michelle Cuccia. Nikita Shears. Mary Casada. Carla Donzo. Ashley Hearn. Bianca Correa. Dainine Martinez. Beth Lucas. Ashley Velez. Gakia Thompson. Sheila Coleman. Leah Busby. Kimberly Montgomery. Wilshuna Craps. Molly Bowman. Roslyn Jackson. Gloria Holmes. Shabritney Williams. Alexis Frazier. LaQuasha Wilson Martin. Say again. Ronderica Bryant. Denise Days. Shianti Williams. Kizzy Moss. Quantica Lash. Holly Malnar. Brittany Hall. Kevon Dunkley. Yasminda Moore. Artia Mack. Joan Body. Amanda Ten Yuk. Angela Barton. Brittany Curry. Shanice Moore. Hyacinth Murray. Ashley Vigil. Ashley Lowe. Grace Wills. Yatoria Rucker. Say again. Khadidra Mobley. Chanel Kelly. Angela Delphin. Courtney Woods. Rashika Roby. Victoria Allen. Danae Johnson. Shawnette Lubin. Michelle Austin. Mary Patterson. Felicia Robinson. Shauna Grant. Tracy Pearden. Marily Rodriguez. Iris De La Cruz. Shatori Howard. Janae Melvin. Jessica Brock. Cheryl Carter Jackson. Tynika Walker, Carter, excuse me. Jennifer Garcia. Alicia Peebles. Jaslyn Harris. Shanerica Burden. Sarah Simmons. Amber Anderson. Liz Palmieri. Amy Mutungi. Felicia Johnson. Erica Brooks. Adriana Reams. Shonda Watson. Miranda Harrell. Charlay Shorter. Brenda Frost. Shelby Bivens. Sheridan Swales. Amanda Haggerty. Kevin Zayas Gonzalez. Adrienne Tolan. Jenny White. Vanessa Putman. Shannon Edmonds. Angelia Diaz. Shalandria Dixon. Erica Tumbling. Jennifer Bird. Janie Gomez. Carla Pate. Kimberly Carruthers. Michelle Jackson. Shanelda Holland Norman. Samantha Hayes. Destiny Hayer. Yara Curry. Lashonda Lewis. Jessica Daniel. D'Arcy Calhoun. Corey Carroll. Latasha Jones. Jarice Miller. Brittany Williams. Tracy Sexton. Felicia Franklin. Danielle Lookman.
Travis Feldman. Courtney Bettany. Desbra Smith. Sarah Wiley. Chastity J. Hill. Inez Y. Burris. Tabithia Clements. Amarilis Riviera. Ashley Scott. Tia Drain. Debbie Thomas. Janae Lucky. Ginny Ashcraft. Chastity Aaron. Nicole Mead. Maria Valdez. Sharday Lane. Jeanette Bryant. Veronica Watts. Madeline Gallagher. Davisha Ruff. Catherine Morrison. Lucretia Woods. China Bridges. Sheila Rose. Leticia Turner. Victoria Diggs. Brenda Bradford. Denitra Harden. Dallas Perkins. Okay. Ruthie Martin. Latessa Odoms Johnson. Brittany Shawns. Samantha Malone. Devitris Moore. Antoinette Quarles. Kenneth Johns. Shaniqua Louis. Latrenda Wills. Cassandra Schutz. Marnay Terrell. Robin Gore. Amanda McLean. Hawa Haji. Dominique Martin. Latasha Irby. Melissa Mahar. Tiara Walker. Lindsay Willis. Aaliyah Clark. Katina Thompson Givens. Katria Weatherton. La Marie Alande Couvertier. Antoine Blount. Karen Mayloft. Brandy Greathouse. Karina Reyes. Jigsaw Faniel. Yes. Meldrick Barnes. Kaya Hill. Maylene Roofs. Natasha Rosado. Alma Price. Joshua Anderson. Clovie St. Jean. Brenda Jackson. Pedro Bernal Flores. Tanisha Parkin. Renee Pitts. And Ashley Armstrong. Irene Aaron Joseph. Desare Holland. Charlotte Spitz. Audrey Morgan. Greta Johnson. Kelsey Boyd. Kiera Wilson. Angeline Sager. Stephanie Rose. John Hatcher. Monique Pearson. Davina Barrow. Erica Edwards. Tanika Jones. Kintara Peterson. Skylar Martins. Lakeisha Daniels. Janice Brown. Laverne Hall. Esmeralda Hernandez. Brittany Sanders. Chandral Shields. Tanette Stellivan. Charity Jones. Cassandra Dupree. Heather Shrewsbury. Francesca Triplett. Kendra Bowman. Jermaine Hunter. Rebecca Puka. Berlina Tola. Alicia Tensley. Marshonda Blackwell. Davida Carson. Christina Ogudia. Michelle Leon. Tylen George. Desira Banks. Valerie Simpson. Shaquilla Boyd. Janelle James. Antoinette Webster. Mariah Moran. Brittany Henderson. Jessica Thompson, Amanda Barber, Bobby Harrison, Kiana Smith, Tiara Jenkins, Dariana Morton, Jasmine Del Valle, Stephanie Bazemore, Sharina Bazemore, Katrina Ganes Rivers, Brianna Jones, Kara Cooper, Melly Campos, Robert Graham, Tilde Billups, Jasmine Johnson, Valeria Guadalajara Jamalio, Ana Aquivando, Crystal Maldonado Riviera, Adriana Flemons, Lori Tiffany, Amy Medina, Taja Wilcox, Ebony Claire, Myra Williams, Dalianne Milligan, Paulesha Tolliver, Tanquia Tracy, Tamika Davis, Alicia Wright, Nastasia Birch, Chandra Thompson, Ashley Davis, Tiasia Love, Whitney Mile, Shaikel Turnbow, Zulmema Gonzalez Maltos, Tangela Jackson, Arena Johnson, Daniela Marin Torres, Abril Ambrosio, Joanna Mendoza Hernandez, Shaniqua Kirk, Lavelle Jones, Amy Hahn, Shannon Schnars, Carnice Coleman Harvey, Tina Wilson, Lisa Henderson, Cassia Kepson, Keisha Kipson, Amanda Thunderberg, Lakeisha Mitchell, Shakiria Morgan, Rose Torres Colon, Sade Wheeler, Calvin D'Souza? All right, Calvin D'Souza. Cassie Hewer. Eula Jones. Ashley Gibson. Makisha Parks. Patricia Parker. Camille Pierre. Carmen Hatcher. Courtney Lay Miller. Juanita Brown. Eukayla Johnson. Samantha Lockhart. China Haynes. Tiffany Johnson. Micaiah Thompson. Tierra Whitehead. Reina Bell. And last but not least, Shantae Nelson.
Good afternoon. We're almost finished. Graduates, if you would open up your programs and look at the very front, you'll see there's a pledge. I would like you to stand at this moment and follow my lead. You ready? I solemnly pledge myself to practice faithfully all the duties as a member of the professional healthcare team. I will build matters pertaining to private lives of patients in strict confidence. I dedicate my heart, mind, and strength to the work before me. I shall do all within my power to show in myself an example of all that is honorable, good throughout my medical career. Congratulations.
Okay. And so now, the moment you've all been waiting for. It's with great pleasure to be with you here today in this truly special moment. Now, by the power vested in me by the state of Florida and the Commission for Independent Education, I now pronounce you graduates of Ultimate Medical Academy. Please turn your tassels from right to left. Congratulations, Ultimate Medical Academy, class of 2018.